Hello, Rashad here from rnbsingerlessons.com. Just gonna do some practice while I wait for you guys to give me some questions if you got any questions. Just gonna do some bounce runs from Tank's Underrated. Just, 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 just don't hit me. Sup, Crispin? Sup, Mari? Mari Nation. Maris are some of the best singers, man. Are you Mari? Just gotta give, but they just don't hit me. Shit, that bounce run's coming along. Oh, Phil, what up? Do I sing better when naked? No. Hey, Marvin. Yes, Regine, I gotta get back to her. There's a few that I want to get back to. Sup, Engine. Sup, Darrow. Crispin. Gotta give. Thank you, Crispin. Yeah, it's your name. Hey, guys, do you know what just came out? I don't think you are ready to hear this news. Wanye Morris from Boys to Men now has a singing course. Yes. And it's like a subscription course, like $20 American a month. And you get to hear how Wanye does things. Yeah, man, go check it out, Phil. I was checking it out this morning. I was going to send it to you, but I was busy this morning and stuff. I was watching it. You got to watch it. He tells his whole story, like from the beginning. There's like a half hour of interview before he starts teaching. I was like tearing up, man. Check it out. Wanye Morris is my favorite singer from Boyz II Men, and my second favorite singer is Tank. But Wanye's been my favorite singer for like 10 years maybe now. And I've like trained my voice heavily on his kind of runs and his overall sound. And he's dropped the course. So the website is cooleyhighxp.com. So it's Cooley, I'll just write it here. How do I write it? How do I do a chat? Can I write a chat here? Must be able to. Not sure. Anyway, look on his Instagram, and it's got the website. So it's COOLEYHIGH, like high, and EXP. COOLEYHIGHEXP.com. And you can check it out. Yeah, wow, I was so excited, man. It's pretty cool. And his teaching's pretty cool too. And he does a few things similar to what I do as well. So it's really interesting. Really, really interesting. Hey, Big Kahuna. What's up, man? I'm in Sydney, Australia, Maori, and the current time is 1:54 p.m. Johan, J, if they know each other. I didn't ask them if they know each other. No, not yet. I haven't talked to him that much lately. Yeah, it's awesome, hey, Phil. I mean, literally one of our favorite artists making a teaching course. It's ridiculous. It's really interesting. Yeah. My name is Rashad Ali. And I know it seems hard. Open up, let down your guard. 'Cause you owe it to your heart. Try again. Oh, comes a time when we must change. When we so fast must change. What the past has thrown away. Don't take the blame. Don't be ashamed. Throw your fears away. Never, never let a broken heart take your love away. Yeah. No, never, never let it make you fall apart. Whoa, whoa, no, never take it away. Yeah, that's one yay. One yay. Phil, you're funny, dude. Thanks, man. Thank you. That is One A Morris from Boyz II Men. That's called Never. It's from the Evolution album. That's an example of the kind of runs he does and the kind of runs that made me the singer I am today. And so yeah, he dropped a course. So apparently he adds to it. So it's not like a full course. It's just like, I think every month he's going to add to it. And he's going to do live Q&A, Phil. He's going to do live Q&A. Can you believe that? By the way, guys, Phil is actually one of my best friends. Known him for over 10 years. Yeah, incredible singer. Phil's an incredible singer. Phil has like range for days. Phil just, he's like a mountain and I'm like a little hump when it comes to range. That's how good Phil is at range. Yeah. JR or Darrell Long? I love this. You don't even ask the question. You just say JR or Darrell Long. JR. Because JR has that falsetto. So they both got runs, they both got vibrato, they both got range, but JR's got that falsetto too. So JR's just got that one little extra thing. But their runs flavor is slightly different. And Darrell sings higher notes sometimes. So I'll give that to Darrell. So you could say they're almost even there. Darrell sings higher notes sometimes. I don't think I've heard JR sing over a B in his chest voice, but it sounds incredible when he does. So that's a technical comparison. But for flavor, overall, JR, but Darrell's runs are so different. So Darrell's runs, they remind me of my brother Karim's runs. So it's hard to choose. Hey, I would say they're very similar. They're very equal. No way what? Yes way, Phil. How to change the rough voice into soft voice. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by rough, Ali? You have to give me an example of who is rough and who is soft, maybe. One thing that might help you, that might make you sound better, generally, is just making sure you're right on the note. So what might sound rough to you might actually be slightly off pitch. So you have to learn to hold the note very accurately. For example, let's say this song, I'll give you all of me. I'll give you. That's the beginning, so you just got to learn to hold each note. Can you just hold it very steady like that? It doesn't matter whether you're loud or soft, right? You still have to be steady on the note. That's louder. And then falsetto as well. Just got to be able to hold it. I think something fell from the trees into my mouth. So you just got to be able to hold the note really on pitch. If you can do that, you sound nice. You sound nicer. No matter whether you're loud or soft or... Yeah. Oh man, something went... It's the problem. Sometimes stuff falls off these trees and it goes into my mouth as I'm inhaling, like to sing and to talk. Quick question. Daryl says, how can I relax my voice more? It seems like my voice is forced when I try to go high or go from high to low. Great question. Yes. This is a big misconception, and it's got to do with the word that's used in the singing community, and that word is tension. It's used a lot in the singing community. It's the word tension, I feel, is incorrectly used. And it makes you think that you're not relaxed enough. Like you have to just change something and you become relaxed when you try to sing high or low. It's not relaxing, it's actually a strength. When you experience tension or a forced feeling, it's because you're not ready for the note you're about to do. That's what it means. So when you're trying to sing a high note and you feel forced and you're not relaxed, you don't look relaxed like the artist that you're trying to copy, it's because you're not ready to lift that weight. Make sense? If you go to the dumbbell rack and you suddenly try to lift a 20 kilo curl, one arm each, if you're not ready for that, it's going to feel too hard. It's going to have tension. Can't get it up. Can't get it up. Can't get the weight all the way up, right? Same with singing a high note. If it's too high for you, you're going to feel tension. Watch, I'll go too high and it's going to feel forced, right? Everyone has a point where it's too high. There, feel it? Doesn't feel comfortable anymore. Starts to make a little crackly sound. It's getting too high. That's tension. Now, is the problem that I'm not relaxed? No. The problem is I haven't trained enough on the lower notes leading up to it to do that high note. I'm just not ready yet. Okay? I'm not tense in my technique. I'm unable to lift that weight yet. So you have to drop the note and practice lower and do more reps on those lower notes until your voice gets tired, and then you're done. And then gradually you'd keep doing that, and those lower notes get stronger and stronger, and then you gradually are able to sing higher and higher. Okay? So for example, if my highest note, if that's where I have tension, I'll go down about maybe 5 or 6 notes, and practice holding those notes, or practice doing those notes maybe 5-10 times, and then go up slowly again until you hit your limit, and go low again, start again till you hit your limit. If you do that every day or every couple of days or whatever, your limit is going to gradually get higher. Okay? Tension and relaxing have nothing to do with it. You cannot control how much tension there is. It's impossible. When you lift a heavy weight, it's just too heavy. You just need to go a bit lower. If the 20 is too heavy, you got to drop down to the 10 and make sure you can do 5-10 reps with that first. Same thing with notes. You got to make sure you can do 5-10 reps with those lower notes. Great question. Thank you, Daryl. Hope that explains it. Thank you, Ruben. Big Kahuna. Sang over A B in his duet with Kyla. Yeah. Higher than a B in his chest voice. Okay, I have to check it out. I've never seen him do higher than a B, because I usually measure his highest notes because they sound incredible when he does them. And I usually check what notes they are. And I might be mistaken, but I haven't noticed higher than a B, which I think he does in One Last Cry, in his variations of it. But yeah, I'll check it out. Which part of Sydney are you in? I was there last year, Magic Johnson says. I live actually in the city. Yeah, I live like 15 minutes walk from Central Station, which is right in this heart of the city. I live like a 7-minute walk from Darling Harbour. My suburb's called Ultimo. Okay, Big Kahuna was the highest you heard him sing. I'm in Sydney, Haru here. Thank you, Maria. Mark Martel is a legend, says Big Kahuna. Okay, I'm gonna have to check him out. Danielle Canoy says, can I expand my range? Yes, you can. I just explained that. So if you missed it, watch this video back when it finishes. I think you can watch it back now. I'm not sure. The spelled word. Is there a specific data set for a particular voice pathology? I don't know what you mean by data set. And what do you mean by pathology? Like problems, voice problems, or... Whoop, sorry about that. Yeah, what do you mean by data set? Dispelled word. I'm not sure what you mean. I never studied voice, like voice science. So I don't have much experience with voice science. I know you talk about pathology. It's usually a scientific term. I never actually studied it because I never had to. I get all the results that I was trying to get strictly through practical means without having to go into the theoretical science. And I created all my exercises just from using making exercises out of my favorite songs, slowing them down, changing the key to appropriate keys, breaking down difficult sections, that kind of thing. I never actually had to, because I do notice a lot of teachers go into voice science. I feel it's kind of like not really necessary to learn to sing, but some people are really into it. I'm personally not, just because I don't know how like it applies. It feels like optional information. Bikuna says, is fa sol la ti do a good exercise or is it a myth? Yeah, it's good, but you don't need to say the solfege. It's called solfege. You don't actually need to go do re mi fa sol la ti do. If you can learn it if you want to do it, but there's nothing special necessarily about the words. You know what I mean? It's a challenge because you learn the scale. Do re mi fa sol la ti do do ti la so fa mi re do. I learnt it because it was in the book, the first singing book that I bought. But I'm not sure if it really does anything special. But learning the scale is definitely useful because all songs fit within a scale. So at least learning the scale helps. If you just do it on an ah, that's on all the vowels. So you can do that. That's pretty hard. You can just do it on all the 5 vowels. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. You can do that if you like, but I don't think it's anything special. But if you want to learn it, learn it. I learned it. I don't do it every day, you know what I mean? I just like learnt it and then that's it. I never like did it again. I just spent the couple, whatever it was, learning it. Hi, says Alan, how can I sing like George Michael? Great question. George Michael has quite a high voice. So it depends how high your voice is already. Wake me up before you go. Leave me standing on another logo. I forgot the lyrics. What's what's his other song that we like? I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. It's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. So what you can do is you can take his song, try to sing along with him, try to slow the song down and hear the details of the notes. Maybe slow it down to 50%, line by line, and try to sing the lines along with him as he's singing. And then listen once to the line, and then you do the line with him, and then do the line alone. Then record yourself and see what it sounds like. And then gradually learn each line of the song in that way. And see how you go. Big Kahuna. Perfect song for your trio collab in the still of the night. If I ever, yeah, if I ever. Still of the night's alright. But if I ever, yeah, that goes off. Magic Johnson. We got off the central station to visit Opera House. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Opera House is closer to Circular Quay station. It's about a 10-minute walk from Circular Quay station. But from Central Station, it's quite far. It's maybe a 50-minute walk. And this spelled word, but it's a nice walk. What are some of the changes that can occur to the vocal cords when you misuse your voice? Good question. You can get inflammation. So it's kind of like a pain. It can kind of feel like hot. It can feel tired. It can feel like it needs a massage. Sometimes it's nice to massage there, around there, those muscles. That feels pretty nice. These muscles here, they get used to. You can massage them. Misuse, that can be an open word, because you will feel these symptoms that I'm mentioning, like pain and tiredness, etc., hoarseness, just from actually using your voice a lot. It's kind of like an athlete gets sore from working out. It's not misuse. Getting sore is an expected part of the process of working out, for example, for an athlete. It's like your brain gets tired when you think a lot about a mathematical problem, for example, and your brain gets fatigued. It's the same thing. So there's a difference between managed fatigue and misuse. Misuse would be like trying to do notes that are out of your comfortable range too often, and then you like rip something, you like get a tear, and you lose part of your voice. That's a sign of misuse, when you like part of your range disappears. So maybe you lose a couple of your low notes, or you lose your high notes, or you lose your notes somewhere in the middle, or you can't speak properly, or your speaking comes out like this when you like, and you can't speak. Have you ever heard people get those kind of conditions? That's what results from misuse. That's more serious. That's where you really need to shut up. So yeah, that's more misuse. And long-term misuse creates polyps or nodules on your cords, which are like pimples on your cords, and they hurt. And the only way to make them go away is to completely stop using your voice for talking and for singing. Thank you for answering, sir. I really appreciate it. You're welcome, spelled word. Can you differentiate head voice and falsetto? Yeah. Denial. Danielle. So head voice has a thicker sound. Some people call it twang, and it can go loud. And falsetto has a breathy sound, and it can't go that loud. Here's the difference. Falsetto. Head voice. A difference? I'll flip between the two. Falsetto, then head voice. See the difference? Yeah. Big Kuna, is Coach's Corner in the works? Yeah, man. I've been thinking about it. It's just tricky getting people to do the interviews, so because people are so busy. But I have had a couple people that want to do it. Some local people that I know. Just so busy. I've actually been busy working on another project for my students, which is a curriculum practice log type of project. So I've been full throttle into that. That's really exciting for my students. So I've been into that lately. Yeah, because the more I teach, the more I get ideas of how to make teaching better. So that's been really driving me lately. But I am creating questions and stuff for the Coach's Corner type stuff. I was thinking maybe to call it Behind the Voice. You like that title, Big Kahuna? Something like that, Behind the Voice. Raul says, what is the highest note that humans can hear? I don't know. Just someone. Hi, I'm here to say have a good day. Thank you. You too. Spelled word. The question can be benefited to everyone. How can I take care of my voice in a simple and hard way? You have to manage the pain, the fatigue that comes with vocal practice by not doing too much and not doing something too hard. So if you listen to the signs of tiredness or stress in your voice, you'll be able to do that. So one sign is your voice will feel tired and painful when you're doing notes that are out of your comfortable range. So just stop. Take down the key. Try not to yell too loudly for too long, like whether you're belting and singing or whether you're talking yelling. You will feel tiredness, okay? So that's hard because it's hard to know where your limits are without trying. So you have to try to see where your limits are in your notes. And the other thing is you have to then you have to like have a routine where you practice your voice and make sure you don't practice too much. So half an hour to an hour a day is usually enough, and you can break that up into two sections. Maybe you could do morning half an hour, night half an hour, or you can start less. Maybe you can do morning 15 minutes, night 15 minutes. That's a great way to start. If you just do that long term, your voice is going to develop so well. Just thinking, I'm going to do 15 minutes of training. Now, when you just sing songs, I don't call that training. Learning songs, to me, it is using your voice. It will tire your voice, but that's not, to me, like technical training. Technical training is when you break songs into tiny pieces and you work on hard elements that you can't do. Learning songs, learning the lyrics, learning the melodies, learning the rhythms, that's a different skill. That's kind of like anyone can kind of do that. Do you know what I mean? But what you want to do is you want to work on for at least 15 minutes a day is technical stuff like fast runs that you can't hear, quick vocal slides in the lyrics that you're not noticing, vibrato, falsetto, blending from chest to falsetto, high range, your pitch accuracy, holding notes for as long as you can, that kind of stuff. You got to work on that as well. Like you got to give it its time. Hi, Snisenk Bikahuna. What non-R&B artists do you like besides Dimash and Bon Jovi? Lenny Kravitz. Who do I listen to though? Ed Sheeran. He's not really R&B, but he has R&B elements. Sam Smith's R&B elements. There's a lot of pop artists. Michael Jackson's not really R&B, but I like him. I did have a phase where I listened to Michael Jackson a lot. Michael Bublé, he's not R&B, but he's very R&B-ish. His runs and his vibrato and stuff. I listened to Michael Bublé a lot over the years. Yeah, that's it. Bee Gees. Can you explain what you mean of falsetto? Ali says. This is falsetto. Ah. This is chest voice. Ah. This is head voice. Ah. That's the three different sounds. Okay. If I did it lower, this is falsetto. Ah. It's breathy. This is chest voice. Ah. This is head voice. Ah. I can't do head voice that low. Yeah, so it's ah. Falsetto, chest voice. Ah. There's a difference. Gray, what up, coach? What up, Gray? Gray's one of my long-termers. Oh, Jim TC right under him. Another one of my long-term students. These guys are killing it. They've been learning for over a year. Regular lessons, making amazing progress. Pick of Amira singing was funny. Thanks, Jim. I know, so cute, man. Gray, learning Let Me Love You by Mario right now. Can I hear it in your voice? Yeah, awesome one. Yeah, it's a great one. A lot of hard things in that, Gray. Fantastic song. Which part do you want me to sing, Gray? Aman says, I like your reaction videos on Filipinos. Thank you. Hi, Ray Ray. Do you think it would be really noticeable when you damage your voice? Jim says, yes. Yeah. You can hear it. People sound like really, really hoarse when they have damaged voices. sometimes they like have to talk like that. You know what I mean? Their voice gets changes in tone. It can be hard to tell. You might have to hear someone in different times of their life or different contexts, but usually, yeah, like you can tell when someone's voice is tired or they use it a lot or something. You'll probably notice in my voice sometimes it sounds quite tired. It sounds more hoarse than usual because I talk so much. Magic says, "Hi, I've been watching your vlogs, love them, thank you. Currently my fave singers are Katrina Velarde and Mark Garcia." Great. Shifting clouds. I seem to get a very fried voice sound, like way too raspy when I try to belt. How can I help myself belt with a good sound? You need to go lower. You need to belt lower. So belt as low as you can. Like maybe on 3, go down to C3, around about there, and start there and work your way up to C4 and just be as loud as you can. I don't have my piano right now because my other phone is dead. I didn't charge it. Belt. Be loud as low as you can and gradually take it up. And as soon as your voice starts to change into that funny sound that you're talking about or whatever, it's probably because you're too high. Train your lower notes louder first. Biggest thing, people rush. It's the most common thing. If your tone doesn't sound right, you need to make it easier. Usually you got to drop the key. Joe Finn, when is the collab with JR and Daryl? Coach, been waiting for it. I know. They're busy guys, man. I've been busy too, so hopefully we'll get to it. How do you stop singing hyper nasally? You do like a placement exercise. So if you're like, just hold one note. Try to bring it down into a more open sound. Ready? That's like operatic sound. You don't really want that one either. Not for pop. It's kind of like your speaking voice. And then try to catch it like on quick notes. Try that exercise. How can I practice riffs? Slow them down using Slowdown software or an app. You can use a transpose extension for Google Chrome, or you can download Amazing Slowdowner on the App Store. You just got to loop them, slow them right down to like 25% and work out every note. And then just sing along with it at 25%. Once you know every note, then you'll naturally feel like you can go faster. Then you have to learn how to get faster gradually. You can get lessons, and I'll show you how. Am I visiting the Philippines? Big kahuna. I don't know. We're just looking into it. Never know. Wish bus maybe too. We'll see. Rapping can damage R&B singing. No, it's a separate skill. Daniel, what does Sam Smith use when he's hitting those high notes? Is it head voice? He's using he uses what people call a mixed voice, which is really just your chest belting really high, usually above like G sharp, G sharp, that kind of area. G sharp, A sharp, depends on different voices, but the tone starts to change a little bit, and people call it mixed voice. Okay, I just call it high chest, but some people call it mix. So he's just belting really high, but that's what his high belt sounds like. Okay, so if it sounds like a yelly belt, it's a chest sound, or some teachers call it a mix sound. If it sounds like he's flipping into a different sound, that's usually either head voice or falsetto. Like, every time you hurt me, bit of crack there. Every time you hurt, He usually flips into his falsetto sound or his head voice sound on that note. I think it's falsetto. But then in the other one where it's like, lay me by your side, there he goes into his high chest / mix sound. So it depends on the phrase. Different phrases have different sounds in Sam's voice. Behind the voice, not bad, kind of catchy, but don't rule out Coach's Corner. Okay. Thanks, man. Just do verse 1 to the first chorus. Yes, sir. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that they're all lies. As bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the kind of woman deserves good things. This is for the diamonds and for the rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Oh baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you, love you. Hey, there you go. Let me love you, love you. Ooh. You're welcome, Shifting Clouds. The spelled word. Why most R&B singers such as Mario Asher Nia use falsetto and runs most of the time in singing, but less belting? They actually belt a lot. You are mistaken. They belt a lot. Asha belts a lot. Listen to Moving Mountains. Listen to Mario's Let Me Love You when he goes, baby, you know, in the second verse. Neo doesn't belt as much. Neo uses more falsetto. But he does belt. He still goes pretty high. Does hypernasality affect pitch? No. Pitch is different to placement. So you can be on pitch in different placements. So you can be nasally but right on pitch. Now be not nasally. Be operatic. So you can be like on pitch no matter the placement. Where are you right now? City. Yeah, I'm right near Central Station. Central Station is like literally across the road. I only listened to So Young once or twice. Maybe, yeah. Some people's tone is like that as they get higher. Thanks, Coach. Thank you, Gray. Guy Sebastian. Haven't heard of him lately. Love his songs. Yeah, he's got some stuff, but he's more popular in Australia. He's not really popular overseas. So you can definitely look him up. Look him up on Spotify. I don't use Spotify, but I'm pretty sure most of his stuff's there because he was advertising on my Insta for some new stuff that he's got out on Spotify. But yeah, he's got some recent albums, and some of them are a beast. He's so creative. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed my live. Strengthening your singing voice. You gotta do vocal exercises every day. So you can take a song and make it into exercises, or you can do scale-based exercises, or you can get lessons and get direct feedback. But yeah, you do need to train your voice on a regular basis to make it stronger. Thank you, The Spelled Word. Catch you guys next time. Had a great time. Bye.